Hello, Millsy. How you doing? Yes, good to see you. The paw's up. That probably means it's time to get fed. But can I do this first, and then I'll hook you up? Is that okay? Hello, everybody. What's happening? What's happening? My name's Neil. Welcome along to Midlife Motors. And this time of the year, in between Christmas and New Year, you know that week where you don't know what you should be doing with yourself. I should probably be doing my tax return just now, but I'm procrastinating on that. Definitely next week. Definitely next week. We normally sit in the car and run through on the iPad a quick one take of what's happened this year and hopefully what's going to happen next year. However, I'm sitting in the wrong car. I feel like I'm cheating this. This is no good. This has got to change. There we go. Much better. Let me just grab my iPad. It's out here. And we'll try and do this in one take. Right then, let's get cracking. Hopefully, as normal, some pictures will pop up here to keep you occupied during this little bit of waffle. Anyway, 2024 started. We said goodbye to the Polo. Great car that was, and we welcomed in the Mini. Now, the difference between the two in the year that we've had it, the Mini's a little bit quicker, a little bit nicer to drive, but the Polo, we're missing the practicality of the Polo, and I would say also, I'd say the tech in the Polo, despite being older, that virtual dash that the VAG group have got is excellent stuff. But anyway, we're enjoying life with the Mini, and there'll be more adventures with that as the year goes by. The SLK went into storage at the beginning of the year, but it's back now, super duper. This car is going to be I'll have owned this car for 10 years at the end of October this year. So it's back because I want to get it ready for a little bit of an adventure later in the year. At the moment, it needs some tyres. They're ordered. It needs an MOT. It's booked for the end of next week. It needs a service. I've noticed the aircon's not working again. Now, that happened a couple of years back. I'm wondering, it was regassed then. Fingers crossed it just needs the same, but I'm wondering if there's a little bit of a fault that we need to investigate. So it'll go in for a service, and I might get them to have a look at that as well. So it's going to be an expensive month this month on this car. Millie the doggo got some wheels. She's getting on a little bit now, Millie, but she is my best pal, so she's got to get what she needs. The MX-5. Now, the MX-5, it really, we've had that car. It'll be 5. We bought that in the first lockdown, so it'll be 5 years we've had that car next year. I mean, crikey, where does the time go? And we investigated rust. We investigated rust with that car at the early part of last year and found out that the Mark IV MX-5 rusts just like the rest. And we did videos about that. And I think that was good to get it out there. A few people had sort of watched it and realized, oh, I better check mine, which is good. We also did a buyer's guide on that car, which seems to have gone down well. Now, I'm beginning to wonder. I love the car. I absolutely love the car. I love MX-5s. I'm beginning to wonder if our time with that car's coming to an end. It was never going to be a keeper, but it is a great looking car and it is a great drive. But there's other cars I'd like to try, and I don't have mega amounts of money, as is sometimes the way it's all portrayed on YouTube. So to experience something else, something would have to go. And I'm umming and ahhing as to whether or not it should be that car. Watch this space. The MR2, not really been on the channel this year. At the start of the year, we did a video on the costs, how much it's cost to get it to where it is. It's just been driven this year. We've bought a couple of parts. They'll be going on the car soon, so keep your eyes peeled for a bit of an update on that. The Corolla, well, it just does what Toyota Corollas do. It's been a good daily driver, that, and it just continues to rack up the mileage. I actually gave it another oil change last week. Simple to do. If you need a low-cost car, look for a Toyota, I would say. Just gives you no headache at all and easy to work on yourselves. Keeps the garage bills down. In the summer, we saw the CX-40 again and just did an update on that. Hopefully we'll see that next year. And we said goodbye to the family, said goodbye to an EV, a Q4 e-tron. We also said goodbye to the Ioniq 5. The e-tron was a good car. I liked that. That was a nice, as EVs go, that was a nice car to be in, just to be around, to drive. It was good. Been replaced by an XC30, so we'll have another Volvo to try next year, albeit electric. And there's now an i4 M50 in the household as well. So I'm looking forward to getting my hands on that, because that is just, this performance you get out of these cars for, you know, value for money wise, bang per buck, if you like. I put it down here. This could lead to a different topic. When you're looking at cars now, even if you're into ICE engine cars, which sitting in a big V8, obviously I am. But if you're looking at getting a car, buying a car, forget about, you don't need to consider the straight line performance anymore. If you just want to go fast in a straight line, just go and get an EV. Go and buy, I'm saying an i4 M50, a Tesla, something like that. For £50,000, you'll beat everything on the street. It's just, they're crazy how fast they are. So hopefully, like I say, we'll get the keys to that car and we'll be able to take it out and see what all that is about. Next year, so that's kind of roughly what's been happening, what's been going on. Next year, as well as a journey with this, we're hoping to go to Switzerland. Is it the Furka Pass? I'm doing a little bit of plotting the route, looking at destinations to stay, but we'll cover that later. But also next year, I'm going to head back down to London. I relocated up here to Scotland 9 years ago now, and I've never been back. But some of my friends are still down there, and I feel really bad for not going to see them. They've come up and seen me, but I haven't been down to see them. And some of them have now got great cars and great car collections. So I think we need to go down, update that, bring that to the channel, and just have a couple of adventures next year. So that's it on cars, really. That's it on cars. We've kind of covered it. I blew it. I had to have a drink of tea. My throat's been hurting today. Couldn't do it in one take. YouTube, let's quickly cover YouTube. This year we hit a couple of milestones. Actually, only about a week ago. First one, we went over 1 million views on the channel, which is just fantastic. Thank you, everybody. And we also went over 4,000 subscribers. Both happened around about the same time, so it was quite exciting. We made some money again this year. What did we make? We made £1,554 this year, which, you know, it helps. It helps towards fuel and cameras. And that compares with last year. We only made £567 last year. So you can see the numbers keep snowballing, and that's what keeps you interested and keeps you going. Whilst we're talking about YouTube, obviously, we need content. And this is where I'm going to do a little bit of a shameless shout out, if that makes sense. We're based in Scotland, not far from Glasgow, but we're all over Scotland. And if you've got a car that you would like to see on the channel, if you'd like to be on the channel, that would be great. Some of the best viewed videos, the best figures, are when we get an owner's perspective. I think that's what people appreciate the most. So please get in touch. If you'd like to get involved, drop us a comment below and we'll try and get together. That's it. As well as that little shout out, I'd like to say thanks to everybody that supports the channel, whether it be just thumbs up or hitting subscribe. Please feel free to hit subscribe, or comments. I love the comments. That's more or less how I interact with social media. I'm not a big social mediaist, but I like YouTube. So I have to say thanks to all of you guys and all the best for 2025. I'm hoping 2025 is going to be a little bit better than 2020. My 2024 wasn't brilliant. I don't know how yours was, but hopefully 2025 will be better. Hopefully, certainly the summer will be better anyway. That's it. I hope you're enjoying the festive period. I hope you're enjoying the break. Looking forward to New Year, which is in a couple of days' time. All the best for 2025. Thanks for watching this one. Let me quickly round this up because I'm waffling now. Please do the usual. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe so we can get to 5,000 next. I shall see you again soon. Goodbye.